Let's move over, if we could, to India and Pakistan, where there's been an escalation of tension there, with then Imran Khan, the Prime Minister of Pakistan, this morning saying we will return the Indian pilot. How dangerous is that situation in Kashmir?
Incredibly dangerous, and it's been there for 60 or 70 years. Again, two nuclear powers, and there are no more dangerous weapons in the world. And Pakistan doesn't have a lot of depth. On the conventional side, India can overwhelm Pakistan. So they use that nuclear threat very, very readily to deter aggressive action on the part of India. Fixing Kashmir, finding a solution in Kashmir, I believe, is the key to improve relations long term. I think what the Pakistani Prime Minister did, what Mr. Khan did, was the right step and a terrific step to quickly defuse this and then pick it up from there and see if there's a way forward between these two countries.
And even with respect to India and Pakistan, let me turn back to China for a moment, because there was a time you served under, as I said, President George W. Bush as well as President Obama. And there's a time the U.S. in a situation like this would really step forward and try to broker de-escalation of tensions. There's a perception the United States under President Trump has, for President Trump's good and sufficient reason, pulled back. Is China stepping into that role increasingly, particularly with respect to Pakistan and India, where actually its One Belt, One Road initiative runs right through those countries?
Well, actually, what's happening is I think our relationship with India grows. We recently renamed on the military side our Pacific Command the Indo-Pacific Command, and that really was a nod to the relationship with India. But what has happened in the last 7 or 8 years is Pakistan has drifted further and further under the umbrella of China because the U.S. has basically ignored Pakistan. I think that's dangerous. I think I've told you before that I think Pakistan's the most dangerous country in the world. They have many, many nuclear weapons. They're a paranoid country. We've had a relationship with them that I worked pretty hard on, and I hope we could rekindle because of that danger and the importance of that country. But right now, it's trending in the wrong direction.
And finally, Admiral, another thing you and I have talked about in the past is U.S. investment in our military to make sure, particularly with the Navy, but not just the Navy, that we're prepared to deal with anything that comes up around the world. President Trump obviously is spending a lot more money in the military. He's very proud of that fact. Is he correcting that problem that you've seen in the past?
Well, I think actually, and just to be fair, David, I'm a joint guy, so all the services are important, even though I wore a Navy uniform for over 4 decades. Yeah, I think that investment really is key, and I think we underestimated what sequestration and continuing resolution 1 year after another did to really hollow out the services with respect to readiness. And it's going to take 4 or 5 years to get that back. So I think it's absolutely right that that investment be made.